my beautiful little bumblebees. Today we are going to be doing a foundation review. It has been a long time since I've done a foundation review. Let me just tell you that. I have some foundations that I just bought that I really want to try, so I figured I might as well take that as an opportunity to do a video about them. So the foundation that we are going to be trying out today is the Pacifica Alight Clean Foundation. If you don't know much about Pacifica, they are 100% vegan and cruelty-free, so naturally I love them. Even their products are just so cute, super high vibe. So this foundation says it's oil-free, anti-shine, and a satin finish, and it comes in 0.90 fluid ounces. I just wanted to try this out. It caught my eye because Pacifica and Alight just sounds like it's gonna be so glowy. I know that it says it's a satin finish, but at least it's not claiming to be matte. Just to start things off and let you guys know, my face is usually pretty dry. I do have like much drier spots in here and like on my nose, but it's kind of like a combo, but mostly on the normal to dry side. I do struggle with a lot of matte foundations because they are too dry for my skin, so if that pertains to you, then you might have a similar skin type. So I'm excited to see how this performs because it seems like it's going to be very middle ground while also like bringing light into my face. I guess that's probably just reading too much into the name without actually trying it, so that's why we're trying it. So the packaging is super pretty. It has a frosted glass packaging and a really pretty gold lid, and that lid just pops off, and it has what looks like is a super nice pump, so that's super convenient. I really love pumps on my foundations because they just make it so much easier. I will say that I'm not going to put a primer on my skin because my tried and true trusty foundation I don't wear a primer with. This is the Wet n Wild Cushion Foundation, in case you're wondering. I did apply this on my skin in my everyday work makeup, so if you want to see that, then go and check that out. It'll be linked in the description down below. Yeah, I'm not gonna wear a primer underneath this just because I don't really wear primers with that other foundation, so I want to see how it performs by itself. If I have to wear a primer with it, I definitely will. But I figured I'd try it out without primer first. I almost forgot to say. This retails for $15.99. I got it from Target. You can also get it from Ulta. They just were out of my color at Ulta, so I hopped on over to Target to see if they had my color, and they did. So $15.99 is not too bad of a price. Kind of like a middle ground, and it is supposed to be really good for your skin. So I know that I said I wasn't going to use a primer. However, I am going to use a primer water. So this is the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Coconut 3-in-1 priming spray. I am super excited to try this because I love the Wet n Wild original 3-in-1 priming spray, so add coconut to it. It's gotta be even better, right? Oh, it smells so good. That smells so good. I am obsessed. Let's go ahead and go in with the foundation. So I am going to do half my face with a Real Technique sponge that is damp, and then I'm going to do the other half of my face with my Morphe M439 foundation brush. Let's start with the brush side, I think. Oh, I almost forgot to say, this foundation, the whole reason why I ended up buying it, it caught my eye, and then I started like swatching it on my neck to make sure like what color would work best for me, and then I was like, okay, I need this because it straight up smells like sunscreen. Now, it doesn't say anything about having an SPF in it, but it smells like straight up sunscreen. That's me during the summertime. Probably about a high medium. I'd say it covered up my redness, freckles, everything really well. There is still a little bit of freckles shining through, so probably a high medium. It definitely looks really nice on this side. Like it says, a satin finish. It doesn't look dull or dead or heavy or cakey, but it does not have like super glow to it. I really like it so far. Let's try it out with the Real Technique sponge on the other side. I'm obsessed. If you don't like the smell of sunscreen, you probably will not like this though. Definitely a lighter coverage for the sponge side. I'm going to zoom you guys in so you can see what I'm seeing. Like I said, definitely a lighter coverage on this side compared to this side. I'd still say it's a good medium coverage. I'm gonna go in with a brush for a second layer. So definitely a satin for sure. There's still a bit of a light bouncing off my skin. All right, guys. There we have 2 layers on both sides, and it looks really, really good. I'm gonna grab my mirror and look closer just to be sure. Looking at it closer, I would say definitely stick with probably 1 layer. It does look very heavy around my mouth, so I'm gonna go in with the sponge and see if I can get like a little less heaviness around my mouth here. And I'm just taking the side that I haven't done anything with, so I'm not adding any extra product. I'm just dabbing to kind of smooth things out, make it a little less heavy, maybe soak up some of what's sitting on my skin. I really, really like the way it's looking on my skin because it is just kind of, it looks super lifelike without being too matte. There's still like a little bit of a shine on my face, and it just looks super healthy and kind of like lit from within, which is kind of what I was expecting, just based on the name. So I'd say the name is a really good name for it. I am going to go do the rest of my makeup and I will be right back. Check-in time is going to end up being 1:12. Yeah, I'm going to go do the rest of my face. I will be right back. Okay guys, I have changed. I have applied things, and it is now 2:39, so it's been an hour, a little over an hour, but don't judge me. I was filming a look on the rest of my face. That's why it took so long. Speaking of that, that will have been posted already. I think I'm gonna do it in that order, so that will be linked down below if you want to know how I did this look and what I used for the rest of my face. It was my last video. Check in for an hour of it being on my skin. Around my mouth there are some drier areas, so I'm gonna zoom in for that, show you that. So you can see like around my mouth it's looking more dry, especially like my smile lines. Forehead looks a little bit creasy and heavy. I usually don't have a problem with forehead creasing, so it's not wearing nearly as well as like say my Holy Grail foundation, which I've already mentioned. I think it just looks for the most part very put together. It's more high coverage than my cushion foundation from Wet n Wild, so I really like how clean my face is looking. That's the only way I can describe it. I'm not too upset over it so far. Because it is looking a little bit heavier and drier, I do think I'm going to spritz some coconut 3-in-1 spray, see if that'll kind of help with the creasing a little bit, because I have not sprayed anything yet, so. So spritzing that on definitely helped with the creasing and helped everything look super glowy and natural, and I'm really happy with how it's looking right now after an hour of wear. Looks really nice so far, so I will see you guys later for another check-in. Hey guys, checking in on the foundation. The time is 6:01. I've just been editing. I'm not even doing anything. I'm just literally sitting on the couch editing. I will say that in my bathroom, my face looks much darker than my neck. It doesn't really in this lighting though. So I'm not sure which one to believe. I will say, to play it safe, this does seem to oxidize just a little bit. As you can see around my mouth, I do have some dryness still. Just like where my smile lines are, and I'd say like right up against my lips. It looks pretty dry, like kind of aging. It's just kind of cracky and dry looking. My forehead hasn't really gotten any worse, but there's still that creasing. Everything seems to be sticking just fine, blush and bronzer and highlight wise. I am going to try to spritz myself a little bit on my face because it is, like I said, looking kind of dry, so definitely helped spritzing my face. So if you can get your hands on something to carry around with you to refresh your face a little bit, that'll be good. I will check in with you guys later. Okay. The last check-in of the night. It is currently 9:24 at night. So hopefully you guys can kind of see everything okay. I am using my ring light and it's dark outside, so this is kind of our only option. If I remember correctly, I think I applied the foundation at like 1:30, 1:15-ish. It has been on for 8 hours. Pretty good. I'm just ready to take these lashes off, especially take a shower and go to bed because I have to work in the morning. So this is what the foundation is looking like. I would say this held up very, very well today. Like I said, I was just sitting on the couch all day. And my only complaint is the creasing right there. Looks like a little dewy, so I don't know how this would hold up on oily skin because I've got pretty dry skin. But remember, I did not use a primer also, so don't forget that. I would say overall it looks really, really good. I actually am really happy with this foundation. It looks like it's sitting on my skin pretty nicely. Even after 8 hours of wear, I think it looks super healthy and doesn't look too heavy in most of the places on my face except for around my mouth. Funny enough, I did just watch a video of the Tayla's. She was talking about good foundations for your wedding day, and she mentioned this foundation, pretty sure for middle of the range skin, if I remember correctly, which is exactly how I would describe it. I think that super oily skinned people may not be able to wear this, and super dry skinned people may not be able to wear this. So with me being my like in between skin type, I think that it works perfect on me and anyone else with a similar skin type to me. Overall, I do really like how this foundation looks. I am excited to wear it going forward and excited for what seems to be good benefits sitting on my skin as well, rather than being harmful products on my skin. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you have not already, and like I mentioned earlier, make sure to go and check out this video over my eye look and the rest of my face, which was posted before this video, and it'll be linked in the description down below if you have not seen it already, that is. Thank you all so much for joining me today. I will see you all in my next video, and in the meantime, make sure to spread some positivity. Bye guys!